Bam.
Episode 64?
64.
Or is this 65 or 64?
This is 64.
Are you sure? Mark Glowinski. Mike Glowinski?
Herbert from Family Guy?
Almost 100%.
He's number 64?
No.
Oh, with an S.
Yeah.
Almost 100% sure.
Number 64?
I could be mistaken, though, actually. But
Who's number 64?
I'm pretty sure it's 64. Is your mic muted?
Monica Lewinsky?
No.
Say that again.
Mike Glowinski.
Okay.
Do I just need to speak up some, maybe?
Maybe.
Just say it with your chest. Type shit.
Type shit. See, I have to put the mic so close to my mouth, but then all the time I hear myself, like, breathing, so I'm like, God damn it.
You ever tried just not breathing?
Sometimes I get in my head about it, and I'll, like, hold my breath for, like, 30 seconds.
Remember when we first started, everybody was in their head about everything?
Yeah, I will say.
I've never been in my head. about
I
anything.
feel
I've
pretty-
always thought we hit it out of the fucking park every episode.
I'll say, I think you were the least amount of like, can you delete this? Can you?
I literally couldn't give a rat's ass.
Or like, wait, did I say?
Whatever I can say on here is pretty much nothing compared to what I've already said within earshot of my boss.
That's
like,
fair.
to be dead honest.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean.
I was going to
sure.
say, the people in the office have not heard me say like any off the wall stuff to mine, or at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
But the people in the field that I work with absolutely like just say wild shit all day.
Anything that we could possibly say ranks in the bottom third of what's naturally said in the field.
Yeah.
Honestly. Just being out in the field a couple times. Some pretty funny, if you would like to call it that, stuff that gets said.
In case you guys didn't know, we're blue collar as hell.
Yeah, we are.
BCAH or BCAW. It's a BCAW pod.
This happened to me, I don't know, last week, something like that. My coworker called me that I work out in the field with and had no idea he was on fucking speakerphone the whole time he's talking to me.
Nice.
But he's talking to me about the job, and then we finished up with that, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, on my way to the horse barn real quick. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, send me a picture of the horses. Need something to jack it to later. and I just hear in the background, ooh, Dad, your friends are disgusting. And my buddy just starts laughing. He's like, all right, gotta go.
It's this kid who heard it.
It was this kid. It was like his 12-year-old daughter.
Sex crime.
And it was, her horses that they were going to ride.
That's funny.
Have you got, like, my dad is blue collar as hell too, so, like, as I've gotten older, he'll, like, show me the, like, disgusting things his, like, work friends send him on his phone. I'm like, dude, I didn't know you guys got, when I was, like, 22, I was like, damn, I didn't know you got down like that, dude. It's hilarious.
That's some good shit. Send it my way.
Introduction into the work world.
He showed me, like, I remember the first one he ever showed me.
Hold up. We're switching out your mic. That's the second time it cut out.
That's the second time, man.
It just cut out on like one word.
Let me see that. Give me the microphone.
It could be the cable though. We're going to
Give me
start with the mic.
microphone. Unfucking acceptable. Act like you're in the fucking playoffs, man. This is the big leagues here. You're benched.
You're done for, kid.
I mean, it's unbelievable. You asked for just a standard performance from the damn
Mic
thing.
check, 1 2 1 2. I guess just see if it cuts out again.
Yeah, if it does, we'll just swap out the cables
Wait.
next.
Yeah,
But so far
You're
it sounds
sounding
good.
a little gay in that mic.
that just can't be true.
Oh, that's my bad.
How crazy would that be if I had a microphone that
The zesty mic.
you could talk into it like this all you wanted, but every time it just came out with like, hey,
Carl
how
Anthony
you guys
Towns.
doing?
Dude, speaking of
It
zesty,
just came out as Cat's
Zesty boy.
Carl Anthony Towns is the zestiest dude of all time.
What was that one, the one shot that he just had? And he's like after he made like
He
a little
did finger
pass,
guns.
He did like a little pass, and then he was like, like did a little move
He
afterwards.
also did finger guns after he got a bucket. But then that pass he threw to Ananobi was going viral because he was like,
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
It was. He literally throws the pass and he says,
he like
Okay.
busted a little move
All
on
right.
it.
"What are you vandalizing?
Whoa.
Destruction of property?"
I'm trying to unvandalize, actually. I'm the
Devandalize?
guy who
Alright.
paints over the graffiti.
Speaking, since we
You should
got-
keep some of it on there though, just so we
Since
don't
we
get
got
confused
to the
with that
topic
mic.
of basketball, there's a couple things I'd like to say.
Say it into
First
the
and
microphone.
foremost, John Mellencamp can lick my whole taint front to back.
Yeah, this guy.
He should probably just stay away from
So
Cambridge.
you want him to
next
lick
game.
your butt and balls?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Famous guy licking my. You can imagine the content that can come out of that. My O fans would blow.
What if John Mellencamp did lick your button balls, dude, and everything in between?
I'd let him lick it, and I'd be like, "Oh, you're gay, bro." Why'd you do that, bro?
Yeah, hit
That's
him
gay.
with the Simpsons bully.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What's the Simpsons bully's name?
Nelson?
Norris.
I think
have
Nelson's
no idea.
or
I can't remember. Nelson might be the ha-ha
Nerd.
kid. I can't.
That's what I'm thinking of. But he's the bully too.
Maybe it is. I don't know if Nelson's
Or
him
is
or not.
Nelson the blue-haired dude? His Bart's friend.
That's Ned
It could be.
Flanders.
It could be.
No, Ned Flanders
Damn.
is the dad.
I'm not very well versed in my Homer Simpson. Simpsons.
I actually did not grow up watching The Simpsons at all. I was always a Family Guy house.
Simpsons.
I watched The Simpsons because you could kind of get away with watching The Simpsons as like a kid.
Yeah.
Family Guy, my parents were kind of like, bro, chill.
It is crazy
Yeah,
because
absolutely same.
Yeah.
my parents didn't care, but that is like the typical. It was a lot, appearingly, a lot less raunchy or whatever you may call it than Family Guy.
Definitely, it was like
But I
classic.
feel like if you get into it, it
I
kind
feel
of.
like it was like sitcom humor
Yeah.
as a cartoon, like regular sitcom.
When that show was introduced, like many years ago, was that like designed for adults,
Yeah.
like 18 up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Homer gets hammered drunk all the time.
I just wasn't sure.
They have like all the.
I guess I
it's
knew
like-
it wasn't like designed for like little kids.
Yeah.
But like I wasn't sure if it was like made for like high school kids, or if it was like 21 and up,
I don't
Target
know.
demographic.
or if we're
Yeah.
talking like
Target demographic. 13 to 17. That's it.
let's shoot for 13 to 17.
Hey, some shows do have that target demographic.
Swear to God.
The one guy in the room who suggests that though, you're
Teen
just like
Nick.
pretty weird.
Interesting.
Pretty
Yeah,
weird.
that's how you become a Nickelodeon.
Let's make a
exec.
show with 29-year-olds and tailor it to high schoolers. What do you think? What do
They
you think?
do that all the.
That's how most of them are.
Euphoria, bro.
Yeah.
They
That's-
just showed like high schoolers' tits the whole time. That's why I told my wife I couldn't watch it anymore. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, they're all like high schoolers and they're just like showing tits and having sex. It's like I really don't need to watch.
I don't
that.
need to watch this, and you wait till she leaves, and you're like, all right.
I mean, it did its job. It made you uncomfortable. I think that's what
Yeah,
it tried
yeah.
to do. And obviously, all the actors and actresses were like adults, but I'm still just like, dude, they're
weird.
literally in math class, and then they're
You're
getting
try-
railed in the bathroom.
You're
at school.
trying to
It's like,
believe.
Never
you're
seen
trying,
the show.
You're trying to manipulate me into believing I'm watching high schoolers, and then you show me them having sex.
Yeah, it's Sydney
What
Sweeney.
are we doing?
Sydney
That is
Sweeney
weird.
Getting like piped up by Jacob
Yeah.
Baraldi,
Good for him.
and then
It's happened that when you're in high school, it's got to be crazy.
Zendaya like ODing, and then the Mac Miller dude died in real life. OD'd in real life. Zendaya was fake ODing. The
Wait.
irony.
Wait a minute.
What?
The Mac Miller dude actually died?
Angus Cloud. Yeah, he OD'd. I think. I guess I'm not. I don't think
On
I'm
the
making
show?
it- No, in real
No,
life.
in real life.
Who is Angus?
He's like the dude from the show. He was like the drug dealer in the show.
He was gonna play.
Oh.
He was gonna play Mac Miller in like the biopic or
Oh,
biopic, however
I was like,
you
what
say
does
it.
this relate to?
However, you guys, I say biopic. That's how it looks.
I normally say biopic too.
That's how it's written. So that's how I
Really?
say it. Yeah. I mean,
That's how it looks like it's written to me.
I've never heard anybody who's actually like.
Not a dumbass.
Well, not that. I've heard a lot of people who aren't a dumbass, but I've never heard anybody who's actually got credentials like in film say anything like pronounce it.
I don't think
It's
I
a
have either.
biopic.
Do they?
Yes, because that's what it is.
Why would I take it from you? You have no credentials in the
Because
field.
I hear people talk about it.
Sources.
I just heard someone say it the other day. Because they were.
Who was it? Was it Tarantino?
It might have been. I feel like it had to be either Matt and Shane, or it was the Nick Turanian KB Anus podcast. And
Yeah,
Nick
the guys
Turani's-
from the Anus podcast. I'm going to listen to them.
Yeah, there's your credential person you're looking for.
No, I like saying it, though. It's fun. It's a fun way to say it.
As long as you know you're wrong, that's cool.
Biopic sounds absolutely incorrect. Every time somebody says biopic, I'm like, you sound stupid.
It sounds like you're making. It sounds like you're
I don't
like
care if
forcing
that is
yourself
right
to
or
say
not.
it like
I think
that.
it's just like a
Biopic rolls off the tongue easier.
biopic sounds like a robotic.
It sounds like
I think of
two-
Bionicles.
These feel like what I forgot. I said it so much I forgot the word. What is it?
Monocle?
Biopic. These feel like biopic right here. Two. Well, it'd be bioptic, I guess.
I
mean,
also
I-
feel like it's biopic because it's not a biography or an autobiography. It's a biography.
I'm not.
Points were made.
I think it's like its own separate word that was just like made up after people started making movies about people.
After people started throwing shade on each other.
I mean,
It had to have come from biography.
it definitely came from. Yeah, no, it did.
And then some
I
fancy
think,
motherfucker in film was like, "We'll call it a biopic."
An
It's like,
auto biopic. What
Yeah.
if a guy does it, stars
when
himself
people
in the
say
biopic?
like, "Oh, I read his bio,"
Yeah.
bio,
OnlyFans link in the bio.
biopic, because it's just shortened. It's biography, just shortened to bio, which people definitely say bio.
So it's a biography picture.
yeah,
I'm just gonna start saying that. I know that's correct.
biology,
So this guy that was
like
supposed
the
to play.
class you took in high school, biology.
well, that's
I'm
different
telling you.
though.
How?
Just
'Cause
when I
it's
think
bio. I don't
I'm
know,
just when
it's
I think I'm
bio.
out.
They say yeah, they do say bio. When you tell, "Oh, I got AP bio," you don't say I got AP.
Bio.
How do you even say it?
Bio.
Bio.
That's how I said it when I was in high
Biology.
school.
You don't say you have
I took
AP,
AP
bio.
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 I'm headed to bio.
Don't ask me, bro. I didn't make the language just confusing as shit. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
You guys read it how like a foreigner who's pretty good at English would read it.
No, actually, I
So I'll
think
take that. I'm pretty good at English. I'll take that.
Common sense, it does make sense. I'll say that.
I feel like it came from like a British person.
I've heard so.
I'm
I've
saying
heard
it in my
people
head
say
that way
it.
now.
Yeah, I've heard people say it both ways, but I don't know who is.
You've
who.
heard someone say biopic?
Yeah, not like in person, but like clip, just like on Twitter and shit.
If everyone would call him a dumbass?
It's a biopic.
All right,
Was that
everybody-
the clip?
bro? You could go on Twitter and say that 2 times 2 is 4, and everybody in the comments would say you're a dumbass.
That is true.
That's why I love it. I like to get in the comments and just gaslight people.
I do too sometimes.
Same.
But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to this.
Is this
Pacers
the
talk.
trust tree here?
Trust tree? Yeah.
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 I did something bad the other day.
Oh, let's hear about this.
It was like
We
a
listen
weekend
and we
when I
don't
was
judge.
like. It was like
You ready?
a-
On 3. 1, 2, 3. We listen and we don't judge.
This was like a weekend when everybody was like playing golf. Like a bunch of people had tee times, and I can't remember why, but for whatever reason, it was like 2 weeks ago. I meant to tell this last week, and I just forgot about it, or maybe I felt too much shame. But everyone
Time
was
heals
like
everything.
playing golf like multiple days, and I just couldn't do it. And they were both like nice days or whatever, and I just couldn't play. I was driving past Pleasant Run, and some dude was putting, and I just fucking honked right.
Hey, I respect that. I respect that.
Classic.
And it just brought me so much joy. I was
Yes.
like, at least I can ruin someone else's day.
Yes.
I
I love that.
I see
would-
both sides to it though, from
Yeah.
like a golfer's perspective.
Oh,
it
I'd be
would
shitty if it was
piss
me.
me
I'm not kidding.
off.
I would just put the ball back.
I would demand. Yeah, I would demand to get my putt again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it.
And I would offer, if I was playing with people, I would offer it back up too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dude, you can put that again. Most people would say no. And I will say, he still hit it to a gimme. So, and it was like a
Really?
15-foot putt. Because, dude, that's a total cop out. Acting like that affects
Yeah.
you. Especially on a putt.
Oh, I
on a
mean-
drive or an iron shot,
come
yes.
on.
A putt,
If-
dude, a putt is
if
not
it's-
affecting you on a putt.
If it's silent and you're in the middle, I mean, a car horn is kind of loud.
It's not silent. You're already standing on Arlington.
Well, I
You're
guess
literally 10
that's-
feet away from Arlington.
That's what I was
Sorry,
gonna
not
say.
It
quiet.
also
You've
depends
got to
on
be
what kind
just
of-
prepared at all
What
times
kind
for
of
a
beep?
horn
What
when
kind
you're
of beep
playing
was
next to
it?
a road.
Was it a beep or was it a beep?
It was just beep.
Oh yeah, that's nothing. He's fine.
Yeah.
He should take a 5 on the hole.
No, it didn't. I know it didn't affect him, but
I think when you hear just like the beep,
Yeah.
you're like, that's golfer to golfer.
Yeah.
I'll say that it was a putt far enough away where the average golfer like doesn't always two putt it.
He wasn't
it's
gonna
like
make it anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't. Either way, I didn't care. I mean, that's why I did it, so he wouldn't make it.
He probably wrote down your license plate number.
He literally turned around and threw both his arms up.
It's got to feel so much more satisfying after
It
that.
was, dude. I was just like dying laughing in my car. It did make me feel better too.
Well, I was gonna say either way they're gonna get mad, so you might as well just honk the horn. Cause there was the time I drove by a guy, he hits the ball, and I was like, "You're gonna love it." He's like, "Fuck you!" What the like?
That's
and I was like,
hilarious.
all right, like, okay.
Was it good?
I have no idea. I just was trying to boost his confidence. I don't know.
I have the
I was like,
standard.
golfer to golfer. You got it.
I got the standard go-to because it happens all the time. You're just playing. We play on public courses. They're by streets. People honk. I just wave at them every time.
Yeah.
Just don't even give them what they want. They want to see me get pissed off.
Yeah, that guy
I'm
was
not
salty.
bothered. I'm not bothered. I'm gonna wave at them and then I'm gonna fucking talk shit about them to my friends and demand I get a mulligan. I'm not bothered at all.
I went and
Yeah,
played
that one anyway.
I pretty much always give that up too. I'm like, dude, you can hit another one.
I played P run with Petey the other day, and Danny drove by. I knew I had offered him to play with me, so 10th hole when we were going up to the green, he's just like chilling. He's like, hey, what's up? It's always good to see a homie when you're out there.
Was he back behind the green?
Yeah, in the
on
car.
Pleasant Run Parkway.
Yeah, he was cruising by.
Nice. On the cruise? He threw the hand up on the cruise by?
He must have been scouting you guys out.
He was on the opposite side of the road, if I think about
Nice.
it now. We got paired with a random, and it was just like a dude playing who just picked up golf last year, and then his smoke show of a girlfriend or whatever, just sitting there, didn't do anything.
Did you steal her?
What?
Did you steal her?
Did I steal her?
Yeah. You
No,
didn't
I
steal the
honestly,
girl?
I genuinely don't
Couldn't
know
be
how to
me.
even.
Talk to a woman.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I said maybe 2 words. I was like, literally after the first hole, we all hit, or us 3 hit, and then we all 3 hit breakfast balls. And I walked back, and the only thing I said was like, "You're not playing?" She's like, "Oh no." She's like, "I'm just here to watch."
He
It's like, okay.
He pulled a full Indian Instagram body, walked up, he said, "Nice bobs."
It honestly kind of was weird though too, just knowing that there's just a 4th person who's not involved on the course right now
Yeah.
judging. I'm like,
Dude,
motherfucker, you come up here and hit this
I've
putt.
played with that. I've played not like that particular group, but just had the spectator. I've had the spectator, who's just a bro that doesn't golf and is just drinking beer, and I've also had the buddy's girlfriend spectator.
Which one's worse?
Buddy's girlfriend spectator is way worse.
Yeah.
Because even though I have no repercussions for anything that I say all day because it's not my girlfriend, you still feel like you just can't blow up and throw your club 30 yards when you
That's
want
what-
to.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to really keep my cool.
Yes.
I have a
Not that I
couple-
lose it,
Yeah.
but every once in a while, I'm just like,
Every now
"Fuck."
and then, I want to scream the word cunt as loud as I can on the golf course.
Yeah.
And I feel judged when I do that around women.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You could tell Petey was refraining a little bit, but he was slamming the
Yeah.
cup a couple times.
I'll
But-
just still say whatever. I don't care. That's never really
Welcome.
affected me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
either know
absolutely
you well
fucks with
enough
me.
or you don't, and then if I don't know you well enough, I could give
Doesn't
2
matter.
fucks if you get mad. I say cunt.
Oh, you can't say that on the podcast.
I just did. What are
Okay.
you gonna do about it? Why is that such a bad word?
Because it means vagina.
So
I think it's the harshity of the C sound.
cunt.
Yeah, it's the hard C sound.
To
I
me, it
think
just
it's
seems
the
like
N
it's
sound. I think it's the N that really hammers it home.
It could be that too.
I think if it was an R, if it was a Kurt,
You know what
I
word
mean,
the
that's-
N really hammers home?
what's that?
Never mind.
Should we all try to say it on 3? Say the same word?
I have one. I'll have
Evans,
one.
you got one locked and loaded.
First word that came to my mind. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Newborn.
Newport? You
There's
said
an N at-
Newport?
There's
Oh.
an N at the beginning and the end of that one.
Newborn. Yeah, it really
Oh.
sticks out in that one.
And there's an ER.
Newborn. What?
How about this word? You want to know? You crazy word? Mirror. 6 letters. Half of them ours.
Half word I think is
half.
weird.
Mirror.
What's word? What word?
Caramel.
Is it caramel or is it caramel?
Or is it
Okay,
Carmel?
and candy is it spelled Caramel?
I think probably like in London. I don't think anywhere over here I've ever seen it spelled that way, unless it's like a gourmet chocolate. Probably.
What
from
about like a?
Europe?
Is it a caramello or is it a Carmelo?
It's a caramello bar.
Or is it a caramello bar?
It's a caramello bar.
There's a, is it a C-A-R-A?
I always say Carmelo.
Mellow. Let me get a mellow bar.
Melonious.
Melonious bar. Perfluous.
Superfluous.
Or wait, what was our word for
Indubitably.
Stropple.
Strapple?
No. Where's
Projoinious.
Stroppel? Projoinious. Yeah.
No,
Projoinious.
Stropple's,
Projoinious.
that Stropple's what I clipped, so Stropple's what it is.
What
Nope.
is it?
Stropple.
Stroppel? Okay. I think projoinious might have been better.
I liked Projoinious too, though. I mean, we can use both.
I didn't mean
I'll
to change the
check that.
topic, but yeah.
No, we're good. I don't remember what we're talking about.
Let's talk about the Pacers. Anybody? I'm gonna look in the camera.
Sirs and 6. Sirs and 6.
Anybody
Sirs and 6.
that ever wavered on Ben Mather in the first 3 games of this series can fuck off. And that goes double for anybody that's talking shit about Andrew Nimhard right now after Game 5.
Okay, cool. I thought you were about to say Shepard.
No, there will be no Shep slander in this combo. No,
I will Shep
no.
slander.
Shep has been.
I hate Shep.
Shep has
big-
been very good this series. I think he's shooting more than 50% from 3 this series,
I guess
and I think that's all he's been shooting.
I mean, I don't like necessarily hate him.
he's been better
I
this
just-
He gives
series.
Neesmith a good rest.
I
guarding
think he
Brunson.
shouldn't be. I think we could just afford to cut him from the lineup.
That's insanity.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but he is playing better this series.
How
but
many?
some of them
Don't we
have
play
just
the
been
most
terrible.
guys in the entire NBA pretty much in the playoffs?
I think this last game when Tony Bradley got hurt, we might have had to go 12 deep because Jarris got some run
I
too.
mean, what do we usually run? 9, 10?
10,
Usually at
maybe
least
11
10.
sometimes.
Yeah, let's just make it 9.
No, that's. I mean, then our 9 guys would get tired. That's why we have 10 guys, bro. Everybody's got to be fresh all the time.
I just think he's so. It's not even that he's that bad. It's he's so much worse at defense than Nimhard and Neesmith. It's not even
No,
funny.
That's what I
He's-
think
okay,
too.
so here's
Yes,
the thing.
he is, and then
Here's the
everyone's like,
thing.
"Oh, he
Let
plays
me say
solid.
it.
He plays hard D and can shoot the ball." I'm like, you can shoot the ball, and he might play hard defense, but he still sucks at it.
Let
Oh,
me,
I mean, he
let me
hits, like,
say why.
slipping in mud like
Yeah.
crazy out there.
He's still young, so
Yeah.
he still makes stupid fouls, and
Well-
he's not strong enough to fight through all the screens yet. So he gets bumped off a lot. He's
Okay, so let's play
Ben
him in 2
Matherin's.
years.
Ben Matherin's the same way. Ben Matherin's the same way. He still just gives up too many stupid fouls. They're both
That's-
good. They'll both be fine.
Is that the
Neesmith
reason-
was doing this shit 2 years ago too, and look at him now. I'm just saying.
My only thing with Matherin
looked
though
like
is
this 2 years
Matherin just
ago.
doesn't feel like a
let's
team player always. Like everybody else feels a little more team oriented 24/7.
Yeah, but he kind of
I feel like we need
he has
like a
to, he
little
has
bit
to
of
be the
that,
ISO
though.
guy if Pascal's not in though.
I also kind
I
of
don't mind it for like actual like scoring
Yeah, are you just talking,
and
like-
shit, but like I'm talking it's about him whenever
Like
he
his
gets
general
a foul.
like vibe.
Like when he thinks he gets fouled, it's no longer about the team. He'll fucking get that tech and just not give a shit if it costs the team something. And that,
Interesting. It's an
not a team guy.
that's what I think.
I don't think he is either, but I also kind of like that we have at least
fucking
one
like the
guy
dude.
like that.
I do like him a lot.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's as team oriented
I
as
hope we
everybody else
run it
is.
straight back. I think we don't cut anybody. We don't make any moves, unless.
Oh, I agree. I
unless
definitely
we
think we
can
run it
get
back.
unless we can get an upgrade for Thomas Bryant and get somebody with an extra 30 pounds. That's the only thing that I think we need to upgrade.
I
If
definitely think we
had
run it
James
back.
Wiseman. It would have been fucking perfect.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
nice.
extra body to throw in
Yeah.
there. And we lost Isaiah Jackson too.
Yeah.
That would have been an extra body.
He would have been nice too. He would have been struggling with Mitchell Robinson, I think, though.
Did you see the newest clip of the Pacers fan that got messed with in New York?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, this one was fucked up.
Yeah.
He was just like
They were trying to-
surrounded
they
by
were
people,
just
and they
trying to
ripped
rip
his
his- they
shirt
were
off.
trying to rip his shirt
They
off.
completely like
He's
six
wearing-
dudes
he's
just
wearing a Pacers shirt.
just ripped his shirt off.
See the guy from Indiana stab somebody in Carmel?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
okay. I want to
Two
clear the
dudes.
record on this.
Two dudes, I thought.
There's a lot of people on Twitter saying it happened in our city. That shit happened in Carmel. Don't bring that shit up about Indianapolis.
Yeah, fancy ass.
That happened in Carmel.
Up north Carmel.
That's Hamilton County.
Weird
that ain't
word.
us.
Weird word, some say.
Yeah, that happened in Caramello up north.
Up north.
It wasn't us.
Yeah,
That
we don't
shit
do
would
that here
never
in
happen in the
Indianapolis.
big city.
The other video I saw that was
It wouldn't
crazy.
make news in the big city.
You're honestly right. It happened 3 times while that one happened in Carmel. We just didn't hear about it.
I also loved when I read that story. It was like the kid's, the one who did the stabbing. His
Yeah.
story was just completely different than every other person. He's like, yeah, they tried to fuck with me.
Well, yeah, they fucking tried to talk some shit and then run up on me and then tried to threaten me, so I had to retaliate.
Well, didn't he get like kicked out and then he came back and stabbed him?
He probably got a little too drunk, and then, yeah, I heard he got kicked out, and then I think he waited for him outside, if I remember right. And
I wonder
then
what kind of blade he was wielding.
That's not a knife.
It was,
This is a knife.
it was one of those fake ones that just, like, retracts when you step
Retracts. I hate you guys so much.
He thought it was. He's
Yeah.
like- and then it was a real
And he
knife.
pulls the fake one out of his pocket, and he's like, oh, shit, that was a real one.
Ooh, that's a good sketch idea. Like have a
Yeah.
guy like, look at my new fake knife. He's like, why does that look so much like your real knife?
Dude's laying on the
You should
ground.
have got a different one that looked not so much exactly like your real knife.
Dude's laying on the ground bleeding out. And he's like, bro, this was a prank. It's not funny now, but if I would have used the fake knife, trust me, this would have been really good.
Ooh, we should make that skit.
Honestly.
He wrote
Let's
real
just
on
make
one
sure we
and
use the
fake on the other.
knife.
Yeah.
That would be. Yeah, I mean, dude, stabbing somebody is psychotic.
No shit.
It's like like that's way crazier than a fucking gun.
I would
in my
so much
opinion.
rather get shot than stabbed. Like,
No,
honestly.
I would rather get stabbed because I feel like
Yeah.
I would win most knife fights.
or survive.
I'm not
most
even talking
knife
about
fights.
Like
It's
if you
not a
try to
fight.
stab me, I would just fuck your shit up easy.
I would just stab you.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
That's the whole point. is
I would
that
stab you.
I'd be like block.
Well, I'm
punch,
not
dead.
talking about like which weapon would you. Obviously, you would rather fight against a knife than a gun, but it's
That's why I
not.
would rather get stabbed, or I would at least rather have an attempted stabbing on
You're
me.
tied down and you can't defend yourself, and you're getting tortured. And they said you either have to get shot or stabbed.
I would be. I mean, if am I gonna die?
I don't know how good they are at stabbing. I don't know.
I mean, then if I'm gonna die either way, then yeah, just shoot me in the head.
I don't know.
I'm
It's-
thinking survival here. I'm
You're
not
getting
thinking death.
you're getting shot.
That's
here,
what I'm also
and you're
thinking
getting
though.
stabbed here. You're getting shot and stabbed in the same spot right here.
If I survive,
It's not a big knife. It's a
4-inch blade, 3-inch,
like a pocket
3-inch blade?
knife.
If I'm gonna survive either way, I'll probably. I feel like getting shot might hurt a little less.
It's got to hurt less, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Just feel like you don't even know what happened, and then
No
it's just
clue.
like, ooh, that kind of burns a little bit. Is there a doctor around?
I mean, hell, 50 felt how the shells burned, and he still didn't learn. So
I'm just wondering though, like if he, I didn't
Broke his
see
leg.
if he like sent the dudes to the hospital or anything, but
he killed him.
One of the
Wait, he
guys'
killed
lung
him?
collapsed. I don't think any one of them died. I think he only stabbed one of them.
Oh,
But the
okay.
one that got stabbed, I believe, does have a collapsed lung.
Oh,
I think
shit.
the other dude just got like in a scuffle with him.
yeah, that's what.
Just
So
like-
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
blow it back up.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
yeah, it's
They just got
collapsed.
to cut it open and hit it with a shot back. And
Just cut them open, blow it up, and then suture it up, and you're good to go.
you're
Put a couple 2x4s in there.
You're gonna replace it with a souvenir puffer fish.
You just gotta put some. You just gotta cut a couple shims, put it inside the lung on the back side, and then take some drywalls and stretch, the lung and screw it back on.
They got in there, put a fucking valve on it. A fucking air shut off valve.
Really?
We just got to open it back up.
You just replace it with a whoopee cushion.
Yeah. Surgery is kind of just like smart guy construction.
I mean, dead
It's
ass.
construction of the body.
Tiny,
They just got
tiny
different
construction.
Yeah.
toolbox. Different toolbox. That's
I'd
it.
like to see him do with a DeWalt. I'd like to see you put on that spinal titanium rods with a DeWalt, bro. You probably
Imagine-
got to use like a little.
Imagine you get ready, they're wheeling you in for surgery, and you see the guy grabbing DeWalt batteries off the charger, puts it on the plunge cutter, and just like, he's like,
I think
"Man,
they
that'll work."
use like pretty much like straight like bandsaws and shit
Yeah.
to like cut bones and stuff
Hacksaws.
sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a great sound effect.
You like that?
Yeah, that was great. I didn't like it,
Let
but
me
it
hear
was
it
good.
again. Let me hear it.
I don't know if I could do it again.
Oh. We'll try.
I'm not even going to try.
Okay, that's
I thought you were
fucked up.
actually cutting through the table for a
I
second.
did, yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is fine wood. It's
Zach
easy
was
now.
making freaking crooked cuts all week at work, bro. Crooked ass cuts. And then me and Zach are in an
motherfuckers, Evan.
absolute war right now at
These
work too.
motherfuckers, Evan. These sons of bitches tell me to rip down a piece of plywood with a 6.5-inch circular saw. And then my line is a fucking chalk line that's non-permanent that just blows off when the fucking blade gets up to it.
Oh,
It's like, God damn it. And I'm sitting here just running fucking cross cuts on a piece of plywood.
You know what
which
I
is
would
gonna be
do if
gone
I
in a
was
month.
you?
What would you do?
I'd get a straight edge.
That's a good point.
I would have just cut it
That's
straight.
actually a great idea. We should have done that.
I would have just cut it straight.
Where was this idea when we were doing it?
I just don't care.
Okay. Okay, no, it's cool. It'll just look like shit. Whatever.
If it wasn't a wall that was being torn down in 3 days,
I'm gonna have to cut the wall in half again in
yeah.
like a couple days.
so I did. That's how I just didn't say anything. But
Anyway.
also, yeah, me and Zach are in absolute war right now at work.
We've been
Keep
going.
hiding each other's shit, and it's starting to get out of hand.
You guys are what?
Hiding each other's shit.
Some tools got left laying around, and then some tools got hidden, and then some other tools got hidden.
That shit's not funny. I'd be
He took
I'd
my
be like
fucking
heated
computer
throwing hands.
mouse. He took my computer mouse.
Oh, that's great. That's classic. I
telling you.
forgot he's in an office.
That's right.
Dude, I couldn't
broke
do
that barrier.
anything this morning.
I broke that
And I
barrier.
called him. I was like, dude, seriously, I need to do something. He was like, where's my knife? I was like, you tell me first.
We were sitting there on the phone for 5 straight minutes. I was like, all you gotta do is tell me where my knife is. You can have your mouse. I don't even care. I don't need the mouse.
I literally went into a different office and snagged one with a cord.
Where is it?
He told me it's above the microwave.
It's in the cabinet above the microwave.
I'm gonna pull that one on somebody in the office next time I'm in there.
classic work hygiene.
Yeah, it's definitely not over either.
No,
I don't go back to the office, or
He
like I don't go to
started
the
it,
office
though.
all the
that's
time.
not true.
He started it, and then I de-escalated it, and then he re-escalated it.
The original, it was all in good fun. That was just an isolated incident. You are the one that made it a chain of events. Mine was an isolated incident until you piled
Hit
on
my
top of
entire
it.
tool bag for like 4 days,
I thought you borrowed
which
somebody else's
which
tools.
I don't really need him that
That's
often.
what I was gonna say. 4
Yeah.
days, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't even work.
Oh, I don't need him that often. So
have-
then
we have
I
a lot
was
of
like,
tools
all
around the
right.
shop.
I was like, seriously, I need him. Has anyone seen? At this point, I didn't know they were being hidden. I thought they were just like. To be honest, it got to the point where I was talking to your brother, and I thought someone stole them. I was like, dude, did someone fucking steal them? I'm like, where are they? And then I go in, and I just happen to see where they are. I pull them out, and then our other coworkers like laughing. I'm like, I mean, yeah, it's all fun and games, but I deadass was like looking for this shit for real, like, and needed to go do work in the field. I'm like, what? I get hiding them for a second, but damn, when I'm about to go actually do some work and you see me looking for them, you can tell me where they're at.
I was gonna tell you before you left. I actually got in the van and left, and then I thought you borrowed somebody else's, but really you took them out of the van and gave them to him before you left. I read that situation a little backwards.
So then I was
pretty funny,
just
though.
had to go out in the field,
Pretty funny.
essentially toolless. Which, to be honest, it wasn't really not something where I needed my tools, but it would have been nice to have them.
Yeah.
And then so
Makes
I
it
took
quicker.
his knife and hit it, which he thinks I told him where it is. Which is hilarious.
It's fine.
But I took his knife and hit it. So then he takes my mouse. I'm like, dude, I take your $3 fucking knife, and then you take the thing I need most out of probably anything in my office to do my job.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when I was looking.
Did you ever try? I remember whenever I didn't have a mouse, I would try as hard as I could to use like the tab button to just get myself like to
Oh,
the
yeah.
internet.
I don't
Like
even
you-
know if that's. I didn't know
you
that was
could-
even possible.
Yeah, you just fucking,
it's
your
brutal.
cursor
You can,
just
like, get
starts.
super
It's
far.
like cursor Olympics, bro.
Yeah.
Your cursor just starts here, and you're just like. It's just like. Bing, bing,
And then
bing,
it
bing,
passes
bing,
it, yeah.
bing, bing.
And
Yeah.
then it passes the one you want. You're like, God damn it.
Bro, you know what's great? You remember when laptops used to have like the little clit thing, like in the middle of the keyboard, you could move the
Oh,
mouse
yeah,
with?
yeah, yeah.
They still do that?
I don't know. Mine doesn't have one, but
I think they all have like the pad now.
Yeah.
yeah. Just like the little red dot in the middle.
Yeah. That thing was. You remember back when we were growing up, when there was a cart with all the laptops on it, and they
Yeah.
were rolling in for the
You
day?
know what we called
You'd
ours
check one
at
out.
my school in grade school?
What?
The cow.
The cow? Roll the cow in?
Computers on wheels.
Nice. That's a
Petey,
good
me
pull.
and Petey were using the cows together.
That's a good pull.
My
these
school did
rich
not
kids
have
get on
laptops
now.
when I was in grade school, if I remember correctly.
Really? We got
had a
them-
computer lab though. Like we'd go into this.
Brokies.
Yeah, we had a computer lab.
We had
and then
desktops.
We got the cows like either like my 7th or 8th grade year.
We got the cows.
The computers, they were the shittiest fucking laptops ever.
They were always
We literally had them
terrible.
for like a year, and every time
Bro.
you pulled one out, there were like half of them were like missing 3 letters. So
See, that's what I'm saying. Our desktops were nice.
And the,
Our desktops weren't bad because I mean, I don't know why they weren't that bad. I mean, they were just much better than the shitty laptops.
Bro,
only
you
so
know
much
what
you
was
can-
always kind of sick though? It was always the bailout. They're like fucking everybody go up there, get your laptops. You go, you pull the one out. That's it, your number. And the last guy didn't plug it in, so it's just dead as fuck. And you're like, can't do any work. I don't know what to tell you.
Purposefully grabbed the one without the charger plugged in.
Did you guys have at big old bad public school? Did you guys have like laptops and shit that you got from the school?
Fuck no.
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 They all do now though.
There was
They
one.
all
There
do
was,
Can
now, bro.
confirm.
I
One of my
remember the
friends
first time
that-
one of them brought home a fucking MacBook.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that? They were like, it's my MacBook. I was like, okay, who fucking bought that? She was
Yeah.
like, the school. I was like, you rich, spoiled fucks. We
Yeah,
had to
or
go to
like-
the fucking library and use a computer in the back of the library.
Yeah. You ever been to the library?
Yeah,
kid?
no shit. I didn't even know computer labs existed. It's probably just a laptop lab now.
Yeah, it's probably just a empty room.
I swear to God. It's crazy.
Yeah, I never. There's one of my friends in high school, like our senior year, they all got like MacBooks or something. I was
real?
like, damn, that's fucking
That's
sick.
insanity, bro.
And he got, it was like, everything's blocked. Like you literally can't do anything except
Yeah.
like your schoolwork. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that fucking sucks ass.
I bet they didn't block Kitten Cannon.
I'm sure by week 2, somebody found a website that wasn't blocked.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. That was like the amount of effort you would put into finding the 1 or 2 websites.
Dude, imagine how different school is now.
You don't have to do anything.
Dude.
anything.
I still feel like I didn't really do much, but like imagine like just
I'm
having
insane,
a
actually.
laptop or like iPad like right in front of you the entire time. I would learn nothing.
And nobody cares if you just get on your phone and like record videos on Instagram. Apparently, like everybody's just live in class now and shit.
Yeah, that shit was so serious. If you like whipped a phone out, it was like,
Dude,
all right,
I literally
Front of the room.
remember it
Go
was
to the
in
office.
between my fucking sophomore and junior year where they finally actually sent out like a thing throughout the school. It's like, all right, teachers are not going to flip the fuck out on you if you have your phones out anymore. Because now you have smartphones and you can look stuff up. So we're going to let people have phones out. And I just remember just being like, I can just have my fucking phone out in the middle of class. This is insanity.
When did you guys get smartphones? How old were you?
a smartphone?
Shit. I got the Nokia brick in like, I think the first one was in like 6th grade.
You had a cell phone in 6th grade?
I think so. Well, it was like me and then whichever one of my brothers had practice after school that day, like rotated it so we could text my mom when we were done or whatever.
Yeah. Family phone?
Pretty much, yeah.
First cell phone ever was freshman year of high school, but it wasn't a smartphone. It was just like a little basic flip phone.
Yeah, I had a flip phone actually. Oh wait, no, I got mine in
You
7th.
ever
I
had
thought it
the
was
slide
8th.
up one?
No, I always wanted one, never got one. I did get like a fake BlackBerry one, so it was so sick.
So did I.
Yeah.
I had the fake
Nice.
BlackBerry one.
Yeah.
I have all of my old cell phones
That's
in a
crazy.
bag
I wouldn't be
Are they
surprised
still
if
in-
there's.
in a
One
Ziploc
piece?
bag. Yeah.
Still all like together?
Yeah.
I want to feel like how fat because I got 2 fake Blackberries. One of them was like built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Like, it was probably an inch thick. The next one I got, I remember thinking it was so fucking thin. I bet
Yeah.
now I'd look at it and be like, dude, this thing is still like an inch and a half.
Dude,
thick, bro.
I will say the BlackBerry one that I had, whenever I go back, I think the bag's at my parents' place. Whenever I go and look at that thing, the BlackBerry to me, I'm like, is this like a fucking calculator? It feels like a cheapo calculator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I could just snap it in my
It
hand.
was kind of nice to have a keyboard though. That was sick.
The full keyboard was legit.
I had the Xenon for a little bit, which was like it had like a digital screen on it, and then you flip it or slide it, and then it had the full keyboard.
Yeah.
That one I would go crazy on. That one, honestly, looking back, I was like, Jesus Christ, what was I doing? Like, I'm just trying to like picture myself like off in the distance somewhere, just like literally just basically holding an Xbox controller,
Yeah.
typing away like a fucking story on there.
T9.
Yeah,
guys ever get in
T9 was
trouble?
terrible. I hate T9.
You ever get in trouble doing shit on like your mom's phone? Like borrow your mom's phone and do something on it?
No.
My phone broke one time. And so this is probably like my freshman year of high
You
school.
watched porn on your mom's phone?
No, bro. I was
It's foul.
texting my girlfriend. I had just like told my mom I was going to borrow her phone and then just held it hostage for like 6 hours one day.
I need to talk to my girl.
Texting my girlfriend saying some very disgusting things.
You're
And I didn't
you were
delete any of the
wrong.
text.
On the-
Yes, on my
That was crazy.
Bro, you're fucking 14, brother. That's all you know. If you're talking to a chick,
I would never
mean-
do that.
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely
I was
not.
so
I'd be
used-
so
I was
nervous.
built different. And yeah,
Any
she saw it and
second,
she
the
was
mom,
like,
mom just comes in wanting it
"What
back.
the hell is wrong with you?" She's like, "I don't know if I want to let you guys hang out anymore after I saw this." And I was like, "Yeah, right, mom. We see each other at school anyway."
Classic mom.
You saw these texts and you think we're just hanging out?
And it was funny. It literally.
How
was,
old were you?
Like a freshman, probably
That's
like
the last
14.
time you got laid?
Yeah, probably. Well, didn't actually get laid. She did touch it over my pants though.
Oh, nice.
Or TPHJ?
So what the hell were you guys saying that was so crazy?
It was
like, I
literally
wanna
just
touch
like,
your-
I want to
I
put
wanna-
my penis in your vagina. Like, literally the most basic level, like, not even, like, high school.
You said
like,
that when all you guys
freshman
did
shit.
was touch each other's.
No,
privates?
that was a joke.
She's like, I really, really want to reach
It was
on top of
it
your
was when
jeans.
it was when I was it was when I was sexually active, back in my prime.
I want to feel your bulge over the
I want
jeans.
to feel your breasts with my
Wait,
hands.
what was a joke? The penis in the vagina?
No,
or
that
you-
was legit. That was like I don't.
No, that
that's
was
not
real. Did get laid.
verbatim.
Is it- no, that one
Say
was
what?
real.
So you did get laid?
Yes, not
In the-
like
as
that
a
day.
freshman in high school?
Yeah,
Damn, respect, bro.
He just soaked.
bro.
He just
I mean,
put the
I
peen in the vagina.
I
Freaking
dated
early
the chick
riser.
for I dated this chick for a while before we fucked.
Respectable man. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
you're stand up guy.
Gave it 3 months.
I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't my fucking choice. She's the one that wanted to. was like, yeah, sure, fuck it. I was too big of a bitch to make the first move. Are you kidding me?
I wonder what, because that's how I was too. I wonder what
Yeah,
percentage
bro.
of dudes lose their virginity because some chicks
Because the
just
chicks
like,
are so horny. They're just way too horny, bro. When they're in high school, forget about it.
and dudes are so scared and awkward, bro.
It took forever, bro. I remember I was scared to hold the bitch's hand, bro.
I wonder at what age
Like
that
in public.
switches. Where
It
it's like,
never does. Like that dude
Yeah.
at the golf course with the girl, that could have been his fucking sister for all I know. And I was literally just like,
but you know what I'm saying though? There's an age
Can I
where it's
talk to
like, okay, the dude kind of
shit, I think she said something to
leads
me.
the way. What? Because I feel like when I was younger, it was not that way at all.
I feel like it just depends after the first time
Yeah,
you crush ass. Damn near,
Yeah.
probably.
I guess that's true. You get hornier because you're like, oh wait, that was sweet.
Wait a minute.
What do I have to do to that again? Oh, I can fight through that.
Oh, I just have to lie a bunch? That's it?
I don't have to just say I'm way better than I actually am.
Yeah, I guess actually you do it once you're like, oh, actually, I'll never be scared to ask for that again. That was awesome.
And then it's
That
like
was sweet, bro.
time goes by on a
Yeah.
dry spell, and you're like, I don't know if I can talk to him.
And then, then it's a chick you don't know anymore, and then you're like, oh, fuck, this is like hard again. That's what's that
Holy
about?
shit.
You completely regress to like a 12-year-old. Like,
Hi. That's like all you come up with.
Yeah.
When you, hi.
do you have a phone?
So,
Maybe we
like,
should hang out sometime.
crazy we're here, right? In the same spot?
I have a phone too.
Do you want my number? Or should I ask for your? I don't know. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit! You just get yourself together in the
Oh,
mirror.
right on time. Our guest is here. Everybody, welcome to the red carpet. Nah, just kidding. Psych.
Yeah, it's active tonight, bro.
Busy.
It's a busy spot. You
On
know
a-
what it is?
On a,
Yeah, you
know
guys
what it
got
is?
some foot traffic.
I knew this was
We're
gonna
rolling
happen.
through. We like to keep it active around here, bro.
Like Friday night, you guys just want to hang out together on a couch.
You guys
Like,
probably
I
think
guess.
I'm just sitting in here chilling by myself, not doing anything all the time, but it's always popping in here. It's like a nightclub all the time.
You just watch people walk by all night.
Damn right. Eh. Oh, was it? Yeah.
We're on. We got about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I also apologize for
Let me-
oversleeping.
Oh, no, you're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Let me bust in with a hypothetical here.
I almost completely forgot we were going to record.
Your friend goes golfing, right?
Say it into the microphone.
Your friend goes golfing,
Yeah.
and he shoots his second best score ever. But he
lied.
shoots it from the
Oh.
whites.
Okay.
It's a course you guys usually play the blues at.
Are you attacking me right now?
No. This
do this or
is
something?
No, this is strictly hypothetical.
It
He
doesn't
shoots it
feel
from the
hypothetical.
white. It's a course you usually play the blues at.
Okay.
He shoots it from the whites, but the blue tees weren't out that day. Does it still count?
Well, it counts either way, I think.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, are you gonna give him shit if he brags about it?
If he brags about it,
because
yeah,
he
absolutely.
can't help it,
You
bro.
have to
The
give him
back-
shit
the back
if
tees
they
weren't out.
If they bring it up at all, you have to give him shit. I mean, you can't just be like, "Oh yeah, good job." What am I? I mean, that's not how I talk to my friends.
That's true, I guess.
The
You
more
didn't take the deal we were talking about. A couple
Yeah, and if
episodes
one of
ago.
my friends said that, then I'm like, "Oh, me and this guy aren't that close." I'm just like, I shot my best square from the whites, and they're like, they don't
Sick,
call
dude,
me a
that's
pussy.
awesome.
Yeah, I'll be
Good
like,
for
"Ah,
you."
yeah, I don't like this guy that much.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So
Dad?
your second. Yeah, I would have been confused though too.
You my fucking dad?
His second best score.
Yeah, not his best score ever, but you know, a really, really good score. But it happened from the whites because the blues weren't out.
Did
that
this
day.
happen to you?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What happened? Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it at Blue Bear in Shelbyville.
That's the course you usually play the blues.
Of course, I would play the blues.
never
the blues
played
were
it.
like 6,100,
What'd you shoot there?
81.
Yeah, it's not a real 81 at all.
Appreciate that.
The more rules I learned from golf though is like, I don't think anybody ever has told the truth about their score.
There's, I mean,
That's
you
why
could
I was
play
like-
with 50 different people, and they all have a different rule that the other person's
mean,
never heard of.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah.
I shot a 98 the other day. I did not say that I broke a 100. Like in my mind, I'm like, I could think immediately once I saw a 98, I was like, no.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
probably
I
4 or
forgot
5
about
strokes
that.
I
Give me
could have
that
added
too.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah,
if I
it
would have
just
shot
depends.
like a,
I mean, if you play like super strict golf, I guess hats off to you. I let them roll. It is what it is.
It'd be like that.
There'll be days sometimes where don't try to let them roll, but
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be bragging about any score where, like, at the end of it, you could think back of, like, 3 strokes that you definitely just
I just
cheated
say,
yourself on.
if someone asks me, I go, oh, my best score's ever 86, but I mean, I let him roll. If I was someone I don't know, but I mean, it's not like I'm playing USGA rules.
Of course not.
It's like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm not about to.
We'll never.
I'm playing Somme tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's a course to get a good score.
Yeah.
I think I played pretty well there at the time that we played.
Yeah.
We played with the Walkers.
Yeah.
I've chipped in there a couple times. No big deal.
That's where I tied my best score.
That's where Leo and I argued for. I think we got no kind of heated argument about the drive, about how far one of us went, or if we could drive the green on one of the holes.
Yeah, because it was like hole
Yeah.
6. It was right after, the one after the first par 3 that dog legs left.
Yes. Yeah.
He hit it like, you could say green high, but it was
Left.
150 yards right of the green.
I definitely
dude.
thought it went further than what it did, but even
Like,
when we got to it, it was like,
how would I not be on the green? I'm like, because you are taking a way longer angle. What are you talking about? The tee box, it's another 100-yard drive.
he was just mad I outdrove him.
He gets like that. I won't lie. I outdrive him a lot. He gets like that.
I mean, it was crazy. You were 100 yards off the green in the fairway talking about, I almost drove the green.
I wasn't 100 yards off.
If you would have went for it, you'd be in those woods so bad. Like, if you try to go over those woods, trust me, I've tried to go over them before. I always end up in them.
I end up in them on accident, bro.
I end up in them on accident a lot, too, but there's definitely days where I'm like, feel like I'm hitting it good. I'm like, I'm just going to try and pipe one and cut the corner, and I'd still be 60 yards short, but because I have driven over the crosswalk that goes through the middle of that hole before. First time I ever played there, I did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which I think you didn't make it over that, Buster.
The fuck you just say?
All right.
You weren't paying
Let
attention
me
the whole
keep it
time.
moving.
Were you guys? Did either of you go to the Indy 500?
No.
No.
I didn't know that they had never done the like Blackhawks
Oh.
flyover before.
Black
Because they literally flew
Those-
a full lap around the track.
Helicopters.
Yeah.
My
With
dad
like
has
Choppers are
leading the
fucking
cars.
sick.
My dad has a sick ass video.
Oh, he
Literally-
did? Dude, I wish I would have got a video. That was insane.
It literally looks like he was 10 feet away from the helicopter.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. I'm not kidding. I think they were like 100, like maybe 100 feet off the ground.
Ooh, I just thought of a nice
Bro,
hypothetical,
in terms
bro.
of height, dude, I think he might have been higher than him. Like, they looked like they were down. I mean,
Oh, like because he was
probably-
up on the hill. Yeah, no,
No,
I'm
he
not-
was up in the stands. It
Oh,
literally,
then yeah, he was definitely higher than
It
him.
literally looked like they were like eye level with him.
Yeah. No, they were low. Like pretty much everybody's either like screaming, yelling, or just like jaw dropped because it was just sick.
It's crazy. Which I might try to edit this in.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That thing's right there.
Yeah.
They flew by, and I looked back to the guy right behind me, and he goes, "I just saw." He's like, "I could literally made eye contact with the guy sitting behind the gun." He's like, "We that." He was like, "That's how fucking close." I was, yeah.
He
that
eye
was
fucked
fucking
the
nuts.
pilot.
Dude, we're lucky
Yeah,
that
he did.
Batman villain didn't hijack that thing and
Dude.
freaking spray down the
Oh
whole
my
That's what-
race.
yeah.
God.
I
If
also
Bane
saw
showed
those.
up at the Indy
Yeah.
500, bro, what a bad day that would be.
Bro, if Bane was in those choppers, dude,
oh my God. Devastation.
that would have been wild.
The other comments I heard after they flew by from people around me were just like, "Imagine being like a terrorist in the stands right now and thinking you got a chance."
It's facts. yeah.
Like you just saw those two things fly
God.
by, and you're like,
Guy just sitting there with a backpack and a bomb, and he's just like, the Blackhawks are here, really?
"Yeah, they took the Blackhawks." God,
God, just remember 72 virgins.
damn it.
72 virgins.
his only instructions were he's like, "Yeah, go through with the mission no matter what, unless there's Blackhawks there." And he's like, "God damn it, they brought the Blackhawks." He like has this stereotypical little detonator, and he's like, "Slide it back in the pocket. and We'll wait for next year."
Does anyone know what makes a Blackhawk badass?
What makes him badass?
Do you have an actual answer, or are you just
No, I'm
questioning?
straight
me?
asking.
Oh.
Like, I don't
I
know the difference
think-
between that and a news helicopter.
I think they're just like,
Channel 13 just led the track.
I could be wrong. I think a Blackhawk can do like absolutely insane maneuvering.
Oh, it can maneuver?
I think so. I'm talking completely out of my ass.
I think they probably just have a. I would assume they've got like
Drewski?
some like stability, maybe some extra stability with those things. I don't know.
It's got to be the maneuverability.
They're
bro.
super stable.
They're stable as can be.
Stabilizers.
Your maneuverability and your
Stabilize it.
stability will be insane.
Oh, buddy.
I have a
treat.
Hey, Roger.
I've done a lot of screaming and yelling the last few days.
Thanks, buddy.
Bet you won't.
Ooh, look at that. The
I
bass
won't.
can. Beautiful.
Bet you
Thank you.
won't.
Say I won't.
I say you won't.
Bonk.
Those videos are classic when somebody's like dared to break like a glass bottle over the head.
Dude, I can't
and the
wait.
first one doesn't break. You're just like,
Official-
oh, you know that.
New official podcast sponsor. Beep. Beer. Drink it.
How about this?
I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to clip the Blackhawk. Because
Yeah.
people are gonna be like, "You fucking idiot! You don't know what's badass about a Blackhawk? Just look at it." Yeah.
You should actually. We should film it again. What is even so badass about a Blackhawk?
really rage me.
Don't understand all the hype behind that.
Yeah, I bet Iran has better helicopters than us.
I bet I could outrun a Blackhawk on foot.
Yeah, I mean, I could outrock a forest fire.
That's. I mean, it doesn't really seem that hard to be honest.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just thought of a nice hypothetical. Speaking of helicopters,
What's
Go for
up?
hypothetically, you can helicopter anywhere all the time
This is gonna be terrible.
and have
Yeah.
no trouble landing, but you can never drive a car again.
Okay, that's actually a good one.
Never drive a car
Yeah,
again.
you can get anywhere you want in a helicopter, super quick. You can
What
cut
about-
straight
you,
through, no
can you
traffic.
never ride in a car, like no Uber or anything, or
Got to be a helicopter.
What
If you're
about-
going anywhere? Somebody, the Uber comes in a helicopter.
but
what
I
about
can.
the sidecar of a motorcycle? Can I ride in that?
Yeah, is it like a 2-wheel, 3-wheel?
I'll give
4-wheel?
you sidecar of a motorcycle.
Only a sidecar. You
Only
can't-
sidecar. Can't drive the
What
motorcycle.
about like an electric bike?
Sidewalk. I'll give you sidewalk. Not on the road though.
What about bike lanes?
You can bike lane.
What about a golf cart?
You can bike lane, but you can't live in a big city.
Hypothetically, let's say, just like list out like all these rules and stipulations.
So
Which
if
would you
I'm-
rather?
So if I'm in Indianapolis, no, absolutely not. Because you just like, where the fuck am I gonna put a helicopter when I land?
I mean, just
It might just
for the
upgrade your
sake for the
status.
sake of it, you can just land it anywhere. They'll stop traffic. You can land in the street,
Oh, then obviously yes.
but you can never. You can never drive. No more road trips with the boys, bro. Never.
We're freaking helicoptering, bro. What are you talking about?
There's only
We're
a certain
taking
number.
a helicopter
There's
to
only
freaking
a certain
San-
number of people. that
freaking
can fit in a
Cabo.
chopper, though.
Could you imagine doing a long
Not a
road
Black
trip
Hawk, you probably like
in the
19 people
sidecar
in there. Yeah.
with the goggles on?
It'd be fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Just when I think you can't get any dumber, you do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
And totally redeem yourself. Classic.
I don't think I would do it. I think I like driving a car too much.
You're scared of everything though, so.
I don't think I would do
Chopper
it
would be
either, just
fucking
because.
sick. I'd ride in a
I
chopper.
mean, if I can theoretically just, if I'm going to like a Colts game, just go in and fly and land my helicopter right in front of the stadium steps and walk out and go in, then that'd
Yeah.
be
Players, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. But never drive again.
Or if
bro. I
I'm
don't
going
know
down to like
do it.
Broad Ripple and I just whip my helicopter to the corner of like, you know, whatever's 62nd and whatever runs right through.
Whatever's
the
right in
middle
front of
of Broad
Kilroy's.
Ripple, Just drop it me
I'm
right
just
there.
picturing stepping out of your door from your house and just firing up the helicopter. Just like,
Literally walks out, 1 foot touches the ground each time, and then he's in a helicopter.
Just fly into Mass Ave and trip out of the helicopter.
Oh, shit.
just like 5 feet though.
Yeah.
You get it low enough and trip out.
Yeah, taking a wasted helicopter ride would be crazy.
Can't get a DUI because you're literally not driving.
Also,
You're flying.
who's gonna pull you over?
Yeah. The
Navy.
fucking the Navy.
Coast Guard.
Coast Guard. All right.
You're in restricted airspace.
Air Force is here.
No,
What
I have
happened?
my ID in my wallet. I'm 25.
He's like, he just looks back at you. You're like, what the hell's going on back there? He's like, Air Force. What the hell? I blew a stop sign a couple miles back. I didn't think anybody was around.
Oh shit! Did you know you can actually get your pilot's license at 14?
At 14.
You can fly
Didn't know that.
solo at a younger age than you can even get your learner's permit.
You can die solo too. Just
Yeah,
as fast as you can fly solo.
I came across an Instagram page where this kid is like 15. He said he's been flying for over a year now. He's got his own plane, and he just like will take family members up there,
What's he got? A little crop duster?
something like that. Yeah,
Nice.
He just goes up there to fart.
little 750 engine. Yeah, he just goes up there.
Just right after the dinner table, he's like, I'm just gonna go for a flight real quick.
I'll be right back. I swear.
Damn, that'd be a nice little, trick to have up your sleeve in high school. Like, you want to go for a ride on my plane?
Dead
So,
ass.
I know a girl who was able to fly at 14, and for her 21st birthday, she literally just had her friends hop in the plane, and they flew to like Vegas, got shit-faced for the weekend, and then flew back home.
Yo,
yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be able to just like.
Who's going to
Imagine
get
that.
on a plane with a girl pilot?
Well,
Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
other
Other
girls. You
girls.
have to be drunk
Other
when
girls.
you got to be drunk when you do it.
also,
That's the only way you're getting on.
I'm thinking 21st birthday weekend in Vegas. Like, how are you in any condition to fly home?
That's what I was about to say, bro.
So,
We're gonna have
it
to
was
have.
a fucking what was it, Denzel?
Yeah.
On
flight.
Yeah, motherfucker had to have been just like evening things out up there in the hotel before they hopped on the plane.
We need 2 full spa days before we start flying back.
Yeah.
Last day definitely had to be a spa day.
Oh,
There's no
God.
doubt about it. Maybe
Imagine
like
feeling
a
hungover
mimosa
on
or
that flight.
something. Yeah.
Oh, facials for the gals for sure.
Yeah.
The turbulence on on the smaller plane, like hungover as shit on your way back from Vegas.
Yeah.
Probably no bathroom on there. Just throwing up in bags.
Just open the window.
Speaking of
Open the
partying,
poop chute.
have you guys been keeping up with the Diddy case at all?
Oh, actually, I meant to bring that up. I got multiple times by
he's
50
apparently
Cent at the Pacers game.
Bad guy.
50 Cent
Oh,
in the
the free
Pacers
Diddy
game.
shirt?
The free Diddy shirt. I was like, dude, you had a free Diddy shirt on. That's crazy. And I saw like 4 different pictures of him in the Diddy shirt. And then I'd bring it up with somebody at work, and they looked up 50 Cent at the Pacers game.
Yeah, he had
On the
that,
official Pacers page. Never did it ever
Did
say
not have
free
a free
Diddy.
Diddy shirt.
He was
No.
probably
But that would be super on brand for 50
he
to
probably
just.
photoshopped
be so
it
funny.
himself.
Yeah, damn
'Cause he
near.
hates Diddy.
Yeah.
You ever seen him talk about how when he asked Diddy to take him shopping?
Yeah.
What'd you just say to me?
No, I've never seen that.
He's talking to the Breakfast Club. He's like, I knew Diddy was sweet.
Who was he
Like, I
with,
knew
bro?
he was sweet. What?
He says he was with somebody. They were at somebody's
Oh,
fucking
actually,
wedding,
yeah, I
and
have
he
heard
was
that
like,
story.
Yeah.
I don't remember who the fuck. He was with another rapper.
Yeah.
And he was like, I know. As soon as he said that, I looked at like so and so. We made eye contact, and I was just like, Did you hear what this motherfucker just said to me? I can't remember who he
Like,
said.
you want to take me shopping?
Take me shopping?
That is crazy as fuck.
That's funny.
Taking somebody's shop now, asking him, hey, do you want to come shopping with me? That's one thing.
I haven't read anything. This is all just from Matt and Shane's podcast, but apparently
I read
he
one.
puts applesauce on his cheeseburgers.
Okay, he should actually never see the light of day again. Forget about all the sex crimes, bro. Lock him up for that.
That sounds foul. But honestly, I could see myself for
That's a
whatever reason
flavored
liking
foul.
it.
Yeah, because you're a sweet tooth boy, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, let me put a little cinnamon on there too. Shit.
You need a candied burger.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick.
Candy apple
Well, you
burger.
put it
I
in
wonder if they
between-
make that. That
you put
sounds
it
like a
in
State
between
Fair
the
thing.
Krispy Kremes, and then you throw some applesauce on there.
I mean,
I mean, if I'm gonna eat it, that's how I would do it.
The one story I've been seeing, just because I'm a big Kid Cudi fan, but he just testified in that case, and his was kind of fucking crazy. He
I
said he
heard
came
this too,
over and
yeah.
he said he broke into the house and opened up all their fucking Christmas presents and shit for the family.
That was real?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that said that. I thought for sure that was fake.
Cudi was dating one
He's
of
the Grinch for real?
yeah, Cudi was dating one of Diddy's exes.
Oh yeah, he was
went
dating
full
Cassie.
Grinch.
The other thing that was crazy was like Cudi
That's
said that he
hilarious.
got
I
a
thought
phone
that was
call
fake for sure.
from Diddy's like A1 like assistant and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, just so you know, he has entered your house." I was like, "What? Your assistant called? Hey,
Wait.
can you call up Scott Mescudi and let him know I'm breaking in real quick?"
Oh, Diddy's assistant
Yeah,
called?
Diddy's assistant called him and was like, "Hey, by the way,
And
He's
he's
broken into your house.
smashing in your back window, and he's in. Okay, he's
well,
walking
he
over
had
the
me
tree.
tap into your cameras before we started this." I figured I'd let you know.
My cousin sent me this news article, which this is a complete and utter 180.
Yeah.
I'd be talking about sweets, maybe think of
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he brought presents
Wait a
to
minute.
somebody's house.
He doesn't like applesauce on his burgers.
No, it said that Haribo, the gummy bear people, had
Yeah.
to do like a major...
Haribo.
Haribo? How do you say it?
I'd say Haribo.
Haribo. Haribo.
Haribo.
Haribo. Go ahead.
Haribo.
My bad.
Announced a major recall because they had cannabis samples found in all their gummies. And you know what actually made me think of this, which is not talking sweets, it was talking Grinch.
Oh.
Because then I sent back a GIF emoji of the Grinch smile.
Nice. That sounds sick, bro.
0 laughs or anything. I'm
On-
like, all right, guys, whatever.
Confirmed
That is
every
tough. That's a
single
tough crowd.
batch.
No, they just I don't know. I mean, hell, I'd go buy them up now.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
bro.
Get you some Maribos.
Well, I was going to say you got to start
Crash
buying up
out
all
in
the
the whip
good
and
ones
it's to the
because
company.
they're going to cut off all the different like bad dyes. Like I don't think Flavor Red Starburst are going to be a thing. Buy a pack, save it.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they said, "Fuck it, we're out of here anyways. Throw some weed in there."
If you can sit on a pack of red Starburst, bro, and hold on to those without eating them, bro, more power to you. You deserve it.
Fave Reds go crazy, bro.
If the red ones are around me, bro, they're getting 8.
I like originals anyways.
Originals are better than the favorites.
I almost feel like in the gummy bear factory for Haribo or whatever. I feel like the gummy bears were just getting like contact highs from the employees.
Yeah, probably. Somebody probably like just dropped a joint in there.
Just coming in too loud.
The bears were getting contact.
Yeah.
There's a major drug deal gone wrong.
Absolutely.
Major
Like,
drug deal gone wrong in the Haribo factory, and the drugs spilled into the mixture.
they just got too many dudes in there that are coming in reeking of weed, and they
Bro.
just get too close to the gummies when they're getting melted down.
Yeah, it's all the
You know, like,
freaking
oh,
gummy
shit.
testers, bro.
It's
They come in
infusing.
there stoned to
You know
test the
what gave it
gummies.
away, bro? It's just a bunch of yellow and green gummy bears with red eyes.
They're just rebranding.
Oh, these gummies
They're
are high.
yeah, just rebranding. I mean, that would actually be sick if they stepped into the weed market.
That's a
with
$1 million idea to put red eyes on a gummy bear as a weed candy.
Dibs, you heard it here first.
Honestly, we should beep some of that out and start emailing people.
All right.
Start emailing people. Just give them our idea for free. Hey, we got a great idea.
Well, we
Sweet,
got to
thanks.
give them a pitch, dude. And then when they come out with it, we'll sue their ass and make $1 gajillion.
I'm telling you right now, you get me in an elevator
it.
with this guy, and it's a done deal.
Elevator pitch.
Elevator pitch.
Get me
I
in a
still
broken
got
Here
one
we
down.
go.
written up.
Gummies with red eyes.
Okay, wait. They're high. They get you high. I'm high right now. Are you with me? Are you following? Try to stay with me here. Gummies are high.
Do you think like weed high level, like weed dudes are always stoned? Or do you think they're like businessmen?
They're definitely always stoned, but they're stoned enough to the point where they're not always stoned because they're always stoned, you know?
Yeah. It's like if you're always stoned, are you ever stoned?
I feel like
Yeah.
is there a level? Is it just called I'm business high? I'm just business high for the day until I get home.
Or just high on a business sale or something.
No, it's
like
I'm,
that?
I'm a comfortable business high right now. This is how I operate my day-to-day job.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the Delta
okay.
8, bro. That's the business high.
I wonder if like actual, I mean, the weed guys they gotta be on the shit while they're at work in their office, don't they?
I feel like there's
Like the CEO, like that cookies brand or whatever, dude's gotta be high at work.
I don't know.
Oh, the CEO of like the CEO of a weed company?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could see him
gotta
absolutely.
be at his desk, like maybe just off a 10 or a 20.
You got to at least keep one on you too, just in case you want to like sell your brand to somebody you run into.
course, bro.
Yeah, of course.
You
I'm a
gotta-
user. You never actually hit it, but you always have it on you.
No, you have to have a half-eaten pack of edibles with you at all times.
You're
Like,
the CEO.
just take
You're
this,
literally,
dude.
your chief is literally in your name, bro. Obviously, you're going to be chiefing.
Or he knows
Oh, you're
he's
the
selling
chief.
poison.
You're the chief executive officer? No, dude. I'm the fucking chiefing officer.
Is chiefing racist towards Indian people? American
think-
Indian people?
I think it's okay because they're in charge.
I got you.
I think if they were lower level, they would have had to get rid of them for a
Is that what
like
it
a while
comes from?
ago.
Is that what it comes from? Chiefing because they were like smoking opium and stuff?
Opium? You mean peyote?
Peyote. Or probably both,
Probably
right?
opium, yeah. Poppies? Probably just out there
Dude,
smoking
imagine
poppies.
having to be able to smoke the sweet, sweet opium not knowing it's bad for you at all.
Yeah, you're like, this is wonderful.
Dude, actually,
It
this
grew
is
from the
really
ground.
good for you. It makes you feel good. What are you talking about? The doctor's
doctor-
like, dude, of course you're supposed to take opium. You feel great when you take opium.
Why would you not?
What do you mean, man?
Obviously, you take opium. It makes you feel so good.
Take this plant, you smoke it. It's fucking great, dude.
Could
We
you
should
OD
probably
on?
get back to work, though.
I thought we've been working the whole time. Holy shit, I thought I finished the Pinsky file.
Pinsky file.
Bro, I watched that episode the other day.
George is just on
What
opium the whole
have
time.
you done on the Pinsky file? That's classic.
Well, I forget what he
That's
actually says.
classic hijinks. Not a damn thing.
Yeah. Just, I think the best part of that scene
Dude,
is
I'm
when
about
he
to-
opens up the suitcase and it's just sleeves of saltine
Yeah,
crackers.
Dude, I might hit a Pinsky file at work one time. It's like, yeah, I'm getting it done.
That's
and then
pretty
just
good.
like when it's time to do it, just be like, oh, Yeah, I didn't know. What'd you want me to do with that file?
Just go up front and ask one of the random people up front. Be like, yeah, I can't find the Penske file. Where did you see it last?
I was told you could give me some insight on the Penske
That
file.
would work on half of our front
Yeah.
office, bro. I swear to God.
That's like some Johnny Hamcheck shit.
Yeah, it is. Tommy Tough Knuckles. He just got out of prison. He said you can give him a job.
I was hoping you could help my nephew out next week.
That's my ball, sir.
The one I would use all the time at work now is I'll be like, hey, have you seen so and so? And I'm legitimately asking like somebody
Yeah.
if they've seen him, and they're like, no, I'm not even sure who that is. I'm like, about 5'1", same wiry shit up top you do. I'm like, like, you got the same wiry shit up top that you do.
Talk about the hair.
Yeah. They're like, what? I'm like, all right, clearly you don't know where he is.
About Boney, didn't he tell you I was coming?
Who the fuck's in charge here? Nobody ever knows shit
Nobody ever
around
knows
this place.
I swear,
What's going on around here?
if he just gets like, if you just act annoyed, it's like the Penske file thing. If you just look annoyed, they think you're up to work.
Yeah, I've been keeping tabs on you. You've been doing good work out here.
Yeah, no, you're
Oh,
doing
thanks.
good.
Yeah. Did my girl come by with the Chick-fil-A yet? She ain't come by with the Chick-fil-A yet? Dang.
Oh, God. Johnny Hamcheck, what a fucking guy.
I know. In for Bryn might be better though.
His creep me the fuck out.
Dude, they're creepy, but
know
they're
if I've
so
seen him.
funny, dude. He goes into like random grocery. Like, a part of me thinks he like
he has
because
weird
he like
drinks.
goes up there and like has like fish drinks. He's
Like literally, he'll be like,
walk
"Would you
up
like
and
to
be
try a
"Smell
sip of my
he'll be like,
recycled
smell my
phlegm?"
finger. He made a dude smell his finger and he like dyed him red.
What the fuck?
He's like, smell my finger.
And the dude just goes and takes a big old
Yeah,
whiff.
he's like, you like that? He's like, I did like that. He's like, what the? It smells good.
It
And
smells
he's
good.
like,
It smells good. It smells good.
he'll like also go up and act like he's trying to be like gay with dudes in random grocery stores. Will be like 6-year-old dudes. They're like, yeah, let's go try it. He's like, what the fuck, dude?
The drinks are really the only thing that just like absolutely disgust me. Because sometimes like the ones that I've seen, he'll go into a restaurant and he'll give them he'll set up like a plaque of like his dog like eating something fucked up or whatever, and just be like, yeah, this is my dog. I always have to eat with my dog. And he just like sets it there and he's like, could you get me a glass of hot milk and could you put the shrimp in there with cottage cheese, please? And they'll be like, what? And you'll be like, and some chocolate syrup. And then they like bring out that exact fucking bullshit, and this motherfucker just like grabs it and just like stares him down and just starts drinking it. It's like, would you care to try some? I'm like, bro, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Or he'll have like canned drinks that are just like fucked up. Where he'll be like, would you like to try some of my male cow phlegm juice? And you're like, what the fuck? Oh. And then he'll just do like the big old, just like, yes, delicious, just like the last one.
I saw him have like
talks like that.
a fish flavored one time doing that to some dude in a grocery store.
Oh.
I think the dude actually tries it too, which is insane because it's a random dude in the grocery store handing you a fucking drink and you're
He's
like, I'll try it.
just going to get spaghetti and some red sauce to make for dinner. And the guy's like, you want to try this fish piss drink I have?
Oh
Yes,
my God.
actually, I would. You ever tried any of those weird, like, disgusting, like, soda drinks?
No,
Like what?
Like, it's like,
he had Oreo.
like in pigeon, like touristy places,
Yeah,
they'll
you're right.
have like weird. Like I had a ranch dressing flavored. So it was fucking disgusting, bro.
Crazy thing, dude.
I guess I've seen
started
those before.
gagging instantly
I
as soon
love
as I drank
ranch,
it.
dude. When I see people like drink ranch, I want to vomit, bro.
Dude, it smelled
Buttered
like it
popcorn
smelled like
soda I've
dirty
had
feet.
before.
That doesn't sound terrible.
I mean, that one literally
Sounds
just
really
fucking
weird,
tastes like
but-
you drank butter.
Yeah.
It probably was just butter.
Carbonated butter.
Melted down a bunch of butter, put it in a can.
Is it gold?
Yeah.
It's just solid gold.
I mean, clarified butter.
Oh, I got something I wanted to say. I'm going to say 2 words to you boys and tell me what comes to mind. Brittany Mahomes.
Oh, she got 2 big fake tits.
Are they fake?
I thought so. Are they not?
I don't know.
Are
She's had
people
3
saying-
kids.
Are people saying that they're real?
Some
they could. I don't know.
People are...
Saying that they could have grown through
Grown through
pregnancy.
childbearing.
Yes. That's what people are saying.
But I saw a
I don't
picture
know.
that
I
was
haven't
like
studied.
Brittany Mahomes
enough.
last year and Brittany Mahomes this year. Aren't all 3 of her kids like already born by then?
I think she just had one fairly recently, maybe like in the last year-ish.
Good for
I
her.
also don't know, but I just saw a picture of her and I was like, wait a minute, this is Brittany Mahomes?
I
And I said
definitely
those are
thought that.
fake. And then I saw some comments and some people were like, well, she did have 3 kids. And I was like, let me get out of here before I start really studying this picture.
I was gonna say the comment section on that picture
It's
was
got to be nuts.
crazy. Just like, damn, look at the veins.
Ooh,
Like, damn, the veins are popping
It
too.
was a lot about the veins. Yeah.
Which I think made everybody think that they were very real.
Yeah.
I had something that pissed me off so bad on my way home. One, there's traffic to and from work today, which is pretty rare.
Dude,
Ass.
same.
To and from?
I sat in standstill
Damn.
traffic on the way to work. Oh, it was fucking terrible. But on the way home, I'm driving, and there's like a off ramp to go into a couple different highways or whatever, junction, whatever you call those bad boys. And it's backed up as fuck on the main highway 465.
When junction comes together, split goes apart.
Okay, I don't know. But
Okay.
there's one where you get off 465 and you can either go to 70 or Shadeland. I didn't want to get specific in case, we pop off and go viral.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'll be waiting there.
yeah, people get off.
There he is. There he
on
is.
465, speed down the wide open 70 junction,
Oh
and
my
then try to
God.
get over at the end.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got over to just get off on a different way. And I get over, and I start driving faster because the speed of traffic is zooming. And then everyone just starts slamming on their brakes again because, like, 3 cars are trying to get back
Yes.
over. I'm like, you guys just got out right behind me.
Yes, bro.
I'm like, you're a fucking absolute piece of shit.
People on the road piss me off sometimes when they just don't understand
Yes.
the flow of traffic.
It's crazy.
Merge.
It's like, dude, you're
Just
you're
merge.
literally the reason
You're on your
we're
way
backed
home
up.
on this one?
Yes.
And you're trying to hit the Shadeland ramp
Yeah.
that loops around.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
But I usually take 465 all the way home, but it was so backed up. I was like, I'm just going to go hit Shadeland. So I get off to go hit Shadeland, and I'm like just getting over, and everyone's kind of speeding up, trying to get with the flow of traffic before I keep getting over. And I just have to slam on my brakes again because people who literally I watched get over behind me, speed up 15 cars, and then try to get over. I'm like, dude, you're an absolute piece of shit.
Yes.
I'm a fast lane driver. The ones that drive me nuts is just like you can see there's 37 cars behind you.
Yeah.
Please get over. I don't want to go around you. I'm trying to like pass on the left right now.
I was dealing with the fucking same shit coming up down 65 on the way home, bro, because they got some of them lanes closed down. And I drive that shit every day, so I know. Nice.
Classic.
I drive that shit.
6.5.
All right, decent. But yeah, like I drive it every day, so I know which lane's fucking closed. So I just, when it's coming up, I get in the lane I know is open, and we will be sitting. I was also pissed. I took 465 on the way there in the morning, sat in traffic for 40 minutes, took 65 on the way home, sat in traffic for 50 minutes. I was mad as hell. But I'm just sitting there in the lane that I know keeps going because I've gone there before, and I'm just literally watching people file out from behind me, get in the left lane, motor up a fucking quarter of a mile, and then just park there and put their fucking turn signal on.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not letting any of you fucks in when I get up here. Not a fucking chance.
That's the only time I get road rage.
Oh my god,
is when
bro.
people do that.
Makes
Yeah,
you
same.
want to physically harm a whole family of
I don't
people.
even necessarily mind it if I can tell there's potential they don't know. It's
Yeah.
when they get over
Yes,
from the
bro.
lane that's stuck and you can see the fucking arrow and then they speed up and then try to get over 10 cars ahead.
Yes,
it's like,
bro.
dude, here's a news flash, buddy. When this all opens up, you're going to be right next to the same
Yes.
fucking cars you're passing on.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I hate it. Bro, we already drove past a sign that says lane is ending.
Yeah.
So why are you getting back in that
Why are
fucking
you
lane?
getting back in? It was
Why?
like lane ends in a half a mile.
Yeah.
Bro.
And then the guy decides to
get
get back.
out- yes,
I'm like,
bro.
now it ends in a quarter mile.
Oh
And then
my
they're just
God.
like zooming and they're like getting road rage because nobody wants to let them in.
Yeah.
It's like, we all saw you in our fucking side
Yeah.
mirror choose to get into
There's
this lane when it
nothing
was
better
ending.
than when a semi just freaking takes a high road and just takes up the opposite lane too. They're like, if
Yes,
you're gonna go
bro.
around us, you're gonna have to go in the fucking grass, buddy,
Yeah.
Love it.
or you hop on the sidewalk.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, they're the backbone of this country.
Really are.
Yeah,
And
Honestly-
they'll let you over a lot too.
yeah, they will.
Especially when traffic is damn near standstill, bro. They leave a nice gap in front of them.
But they also piss me off sometimes.
Same. Because it's like, bro, Get out from next to me, dog.
There's nothing worse than when
I'm
one
trying to
tries
go around you.
when one tries to pass one, and then they just end up going the same speed for like 10 miles when you're on like a long car drive. I'm like, bruh.
It's a big dick swinging
I'm
contest.
like, dude.
Yeah, it
I
pisses me
do
off when
wonder
you got
what's-
them behind you and they think that you're the reason that it's slow. So they're like, you can tell they like madly get over,
Yeah.
trying to rush by, and you're like, there's no way I'm letting you in like the safe space that I've given myself
Yeah.
so we don't wreck here. So then you have to fucking get on the dude's ass in front of you to make sure he doesn't get over. And then the other one that actually pisses me off is when the guy in front of me thinks they're gonna fucking make all these maneuvers to get over, and they get over one time, realize they're fucked. And I am actually nice enough sometimes where I'm like, I know this motherfucker wants right back
Yes.
over, so I like hang back a second, I give him the flash, and then the second I fucking start to go, they put on their turn signal. I'm like, no, motherfucker, I tried. I knew you wanted over. I know you're trying to get the fuck out of here. I tried to help you. Fuck off. Now I'm passing.
Bro, another one of my personal favorites. You're driving in the middle lane.
I don't have road rage, by the way.
No. You're driving in the middle lane, right? And it's pretty, pretty full traffic. It's not like thin. There's some jackass driving up the left lane as fast as he fucking can. And there's a semi in the middle lane and a guy tucked right over here in his blind spot that you can't see. And the guy just fucking motors up the fast lane and then cuts over to try and go around him all the way on the right. And then just has to slam on the brakes and sit and wait. I fucking love that. I live for those moments.
Don't semis like talk to each other?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
can
they got
definitely
CB radio.
communicate. Yeah.
So why in the motherfuck do they both like get right next to each other and drive the same speed in like a 2-lane highway for like?
Because they want to piss us off.
There's multiple reasons.
Talking about pissing us
I
off.
was gonna say that is one of them where they could
Yeah.
literally be like, this dumb
Hey,
fuck behind us has been doing bullshit. Let's just fucking hang out for a minute. And then the
Yeah.
other one is that all those things have governors on them.
Yeah.
Like they might. One of the buddies that I have that is a truck driver. I can't remember what the two speed limits were, but he was like, most truck drivers either have like a 73 governor or the other ones have like a 83 or something like that. So like they might have just both been pedal to the fucking
Yeah.
metal, stuck at 73 together.
And whoever's got the lighter load
And they could have
fucking
actually,
wins.
yeah, I was gonna say they could have been road raging
that's the
themselves
worst.
a little bit and being
Yeah.
like, I'm not slowing down to let you pass.
bitch.
Yeah.
It's the worst when they're right next to each other and you can tell the one in front of you is going like a quarter of a mile an hour faster, and you're
Yes,
like,
bro.
this is gonna take 5
Yes,
fucking minutes
bro.
for him to get over.
I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm not gonna be able to describe it accurately or tell the actual thing. Anyway, in California, there's some weird rule about semis not being allowed to pass people or something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up. There's like video examples of it, but it basically those truck drivers will just fuck people over, basically to say like fuck you, the state of California, and
Yeah.
they'll just hold up miles of traffic because they're not allowed to pass.
I actually kind of love that.
Like they'll get a cop behind them or something, and they're like, not allowed to pass.
No, I can't go anywhere, buddy. This is our dumbass government
Yeah.
keeping me right here.
Yeah, so they just fucking chill right next to each other and hold on.
That's one instance when I think it's okay to be a dick in traffic. If it's to say fuck you to the government, I say do it.
Yeah, do it
I'll agree with that.
all day. All right,
All right, I think we call that one a sode right there, boys.
Pacers and
Sody.
6.
Pacers and
Pacers
6.
in 6.